going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as you probably already know, the other day, Modern Warfare 3 Season 5 went ahead and dropped for the overall community. And again, I want to thank everybody who tuned into the live stream. We went ahead and live streamed the overall Season 5 update, checked it out, played the maps, grinded out the content, and just checked out what was going on. Again, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. And if you guys want to check out the stream today, we'll be live between 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Time over on Twitch. Of course, if you guys again are interested, you can find a link to that channel down in the description of this video. But I mean, I gotta be honest with you guys, I'm proud of Sledgehammer Games. I am. They put together probably one of my favorite games in the past 5. When it comes to Modern Warfare 2019 up to current date, Modern Warfare 3 2023 is hands down probably my top, kind of paired up with Black Ops Cold War. But between the communication from these developers, the amount of content they packed into this game, within the first initial 3-4 seasons or so before Season 5 went ahead and dropped, was just great. Everything. They went above and beyond for this community. And then on top of that, this game is now officially on Game Pass, which, again, I'm really happy for Sledgehammer Games, because I've tried time and time again to, get people to show this game a little bit of respect, because obviously Sledgehammer's done a lot for this community, but it's hard. Again, it's considered $70 DLC. And I can't blame anybody for not wanting to go ahead and pick that up, right? Why would I tell someone, hey, this game is DLC and it's $70, definitely worth. No, I'm not going to tell someone to do that. I only told people to pick it up if they found it for like $20, $30, and then it's worth it. But other than that, if you can't find it on a sale, nobody's going to pick it up. So it's really cool to see that Game Pass officially has Modern Warfare 3 added into the catalog, because that means people can actually witness what Sledgehammer has put together, and maybe Sledgehammer can get a little bit more respect put on their name. You know what I'm saying? Because they deserve it. They really do. They went through a lot of crap. Activision has been throwing them through the ringer, making them make, DLC projects, and the crunch time is absolutely mind-boggling. Again, for anybody who doesn't know the life cycle of Modern Warfare 3, basically, they didn't even know what this game was going to be. For over half the life cycle, they didn't even know if it's going to be a full-fledged out game or if it was going to be a DLC project. They didn't know that was going to be a full-fledged out game until near the end of that crap. They had to, basically the whole life cycle, they had to guess what the heck the game was going to be. And then on top of that, they had to run all their ideas past the, the Infinity Ward management to make sure that they can even introduce it into the game. Honestly, for everything this team had to go through, they really put out a pretty solid game. But sadly, as you guys already know, it doesn't matter how good the game is. It doesn't matter how well the communication goes and what Sledgehammer does for the overall project. It's done. It's over. It's just simply the Call of Duty cycle, and it sucks. Because it hurts knowing that this game had so much potential to last 2-3 years. But they're not going to do that. Microsoft isn't going to miss out on their yearly check. So guess what? Season 5 has absolutely nothing. Again, I give props to Sledgehammer for putting together a really fun Call of Duty title and listening to us. But you could tell they're trying to get the hype up for Black Ops 6, as expected. There's nothing to grind for in this game. And honestly, for a guy who isn't really into the WWE, I'm not talking for everybody. I know a lot of people love wrestling, and there's probably a lot of people who watch this channel who love wrestling. So this season might be amazing for you guys. But for me personally, it's just not my cup of tea, I don't really care for the atmosphere, the WWE stuff for the season. There's only 2 maps, and 1 being introduced now, so we have to wait until, like the mid-season? Actually, is the other map in the game? If it's in the game, I didn't see it a singular time. I was only able to play on this map right here, so I got to witness one of the maps. Maybe they're both in the game, but I'm not exactly sure. Let me know if they are, and I'll have to search even longer to see if I can find the other map. And they put in 2 new weapons, an SMG and an AR, which are going to take really long, because as you guys know, the Battle Pass system takes centuries to go ahead and complete. But other than that, I mean, I just don't feel a reason to grind Modern Warfare 3 anymore. And it sucks, because again, like I stated a million times over again, I would love to grind this game. I really would. I think it's a fantastic game. But with how Activision and Microsoft handled this franchise, there's just no reason. There's absolutely no reason. And it's so sad, because it's not just the content that was added within this game, but also the recent update for patches and stuff of that sorts. They put out some more banging patch notes to go ahead and adjust some of the weapons and adjust some of the, the vests. Phenomenal. A lot of the vests have been tweaked so you can use more equipment. So many things have been resolved. A lot of the weapons have been fixed up, like the bow, for example, has a much better recoil pattern. Like, God, Sledgehammer just knows. Like, every single time Sledgehammer puts out an update, I know they play their game. You know, compared to like Infinity Ward, for example, every single update they put out just seems so mindless. It's like, where did you get this? Where did you even come up with the idea to fix some of these things? No, every time Sledgehammer puts out an update, I can tell that they play their game. They do. They play with all the things. They experience all the things. They probably have to verse sweat lords using all these things. You know, they know what's going on within the community, and they know how to balance accordingly. Every single time a new balance update comes out for this game, it's always something solid, at least in my personal opinion. And you guys can go back and look at all my previous videos too if you guys want to say, oh, you're talking crap, JB. No, you didn't. Go back and look at all my Modern Warfare 3 content. I've been following this game. I've been following every single update. I've just recently started falling off once X Defiant dropped because I've been waiting so long for X Defiant to come out. So obviously I'm going to be making as much content as I possibly can because I'm excited for the game. But again, I've been covering every update from Modern Warfare 3. These devs have just been knocking it out of the park. But again, for what, right? All of these changes are going to be done. The game is going to be in a great spot. You know, they just fixed the looping streak, so now you can't technically, you know, loop your nuke or your streaks anymore with the actual kill streaks or score streaks themselves. You have to do it with your own kills. So, yeah, you know, if you get an advanced UAV, you can get enough kills with your own gun to get another advanced UAV. But if you get an advanced UAV and a chopper gunner and you call in the chopper gunner, you can't use the chopper gunner to get another advanced UAV. Does that make any sense? So looping streaks is still in the game, but it's not going to be as overpowered as it was before, because trust me, it was overpowered before. If I got a chopper gunner, it was done. I was going to get 5 chopper gunners all together. All you got to do is just get a chopper gunner, go to the back of map, chain up the rest of the streaks with the chopper gunner, get another chopper gunner, chain up more streaks, get another chopper gunner, chain up more streaks. It was so overpowered. So again, they adjusted it. Again, it just all things that you know the developers are playing. They see, they recognize. But again, for what now? You know, if this was a 2-3 year life cycle game and I could witness this game thrive on, I would be excited. But I just don't see any reason to be excited because Black Ops 6 is coming out. Literally, the whole community is going to ditch this game in less than a year. They're going to move on completely. All of these changes, irrelevant. All these fantastic things they added into the game, irrelevant. All these positives, irrelevant. Nothing matters anymore. And that sucks. I hate that mentality. I despise that mentality. Especially when it's with a game that I think is actually pretty decent. It's sad to see it not get the support that it truly deserves. And that goes for every game. You guys think Black Ops 6 is safe? Let me tell you something, man. It's hilarious. It's hilarious to me seeing all the people being very naive thinking that Black Ops 6 is not going to get hit with the same crap. You know, it is. And that's coming from someone, like I said, I enjoy Modern Warfare 3. It's not like I hate Modern Warfare 3 and I'm continuing to crap on. No. I like Modern Warfare 3, and this is the sad reality of how it's going out. It's dying now. They're slowly making it less and less content. They're slowly, you know, trying to push it out the door so the hype for Black Ops 6 can build up. And if you think they're not going to do the same thing for Black Ops 6 when the next game is prepping up, like I said, I don't know what else to tell you, man. And also, ladies and gentlemen, skill-based matchmaking is such a pain in the freaking ass in this game. That's probably one of the main things that just truthfully pushes me away from this overall experience every single time. And it's so depressing. It's so depressing because, again, it doesn't matter how good of a game that you make. If it's skill-based matchmaking or EOMM, whatever they got implemented into this game, there's no point. Absolutely no point. You hop on X Defiant, bro, it's a completely different experience. I get sweaty games, I get casual games, I get all of the above. Every single time I get back on this game, I'm sweating for my freaking life. Every single time. It's insane. I just don't understand how they think that this system is phenomenal. I just simply don't get it, man. It sucks. My connection was horrible. I was stuttering everywhere. You know, classic EOMM BS that goes on in Call of Duty. Prioritizing skill over actually prioritizing your connection. Yeah, you know, in X Defiant, I'm gonna have to play with, you know, the same people a couple of times because, you know, it's obviously trying to find the best ping. And if the best ping is, you know, local to me, it's going to keep putting me with the local people so I have good connection. I don't mind. I just want good connection, man. I hate when it keeps shoving me in these lobbies that have the worst possible connections. I'm stuttering everywhere, packet burst, I'm rubber banding, and again, everybody's like, oh, X Defiant's so bad. Like, does nobody notice that this happens in full-priced AAA games as well? Like, I don't know why X Defiant gets so much crap for it when it's honestly in a much better spot, you know, a month and a half in compared to a game that is, you know, a year through. And this is not me calling shots at Sledgehammer Games, but it's just the reality of it, you know? I just get so sick of people completely bashing the X Defiant developers when there's other games like this. Again, not bashing Sledgehammer because I understand it's just, you know, a common thing that happens within the game, and obviously it probably comes down to the servers, which is all chalked up to Activision, but it happens. It happens, and I hate when people single out others when it literally happens in every game I could possibly see across the board. But the matchmaking just simply ruins the overall vibes. It's no reason. You hop in to, try out the new content, you're going to be sweating your nuts off for hours and hours and hours on end, begging just to see, one casual game. It's just, why bother? Absolutely, that's how I feel right now. Why bother? Everybody's going to be moving on. Everybody's setting up for Black Ops 6. And the matchmaking is just so repulsive that you don't even want to hop in. It just, to me personally, I'm kind of considering it over at this point. And it sucks. And Sledgehammer, again, I'm going to have a final review of Modern Warfare 3 later down the road. But I have to let you guys know, I appreciate the work that you guys put in for this game. And again, I'm going to keep saying it. This is definitely my favorite game out of the past 5. You guys nailed it. But it just simply is what it is. As long as this Call of Duty cycle is still relevant, these games are dropping every single year. You guys can't have an extra year or two to cook with the game actually being live. It's just, we're going to keep running into the same problems over and over and over again, sadly. But ladies and gentlemen, as always, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. I post daily here at 8 in the morning Eastern time. And of course, if you guys are interested in any of my live streams, like I said earlier, I'll be live today between 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern time over on Twitch. You guys can find a link to that channel down in the description of this video. But as always, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you all on the next one. Peace out.